Hey, it's a Humble Collector here. Today's video, we're taking a look at another photograph from my collection. This one shows what I believe to be a Panzer II getting ready to cross a engineering bridge that had been put up here. Now, starting off, this Panzer II, I think this particular variant is a Model C. Now, there are about 1,100 of the A, B, and C production variants that were produced. I will note on the back of the hull here, you can see these two parallel lines right at the top of the turret. I'm not really sure what those are. I'm assuming that might be some kind of marking. I don't know if it's a unit marking or what specifically. And clearly, this is a photograph that was not taken during combat. We have one of the crew members hanging out the top of the tank here. It seems like they're in no particular rush and don't seem to think they're in danger. We can also tell that because the muzzle of the main gun there is actually covered to protect it from dust and debris from the road. Now, also of interest, right on the side of the picture here, we can actually see a traffic wand lying there. This would be used by, somebody who's directing traffic onto the bridge. I'm assuming whoever would have been using that's actually out in front of the tank right now, helping to guide it down the middle of the bridge so it doesn't, fall off. And that would be pretty much it for analyzing the photograph. However, on the back of it here, we do actually have a caption. Now, I was able to make out most of this caption. I was having trouble with the exact location, but I ended up posting this on the r/current subreddit. They were able to help me out. And this caption reads, "Our tanks drive over the Pioneer 52 bridge over the Marne near Nugent, France." Now, Nugent here is most likely Nogent-sur-Marne, which is on the outskirts of Paris. You can see on the map here. Now, unfortunately, even though we do have some buildings in the background, there's none that are distinctive. I ended up doing a Google Street View, just walking down the section of the Marne there in Nugent, or Nogent. Don't know how it's pronounced, my apologies. And I didn't really see this exact location or anything that lined up, but that seems to be where this photograph was taken. So given the fact that Paris fell in June of 1940, I'm assuming this was probably taken later that month, maybe into the early July or August timeframe. Now, it's interesting here, we do actually have the unit that built this bridge, Pioneer Battalion 52. Pioneer Battalion 52 was an Army-level unit, so they weren't subordinated to any particular division, so unfortunately that doesn't help us narrow down what unit this tank was in. However, looking at where they were serving, they were in France in 1940, so that definitely lines up with everything else on the photo. So fortunately, even though there's not a lot going on in the photograph itself, because of this caption, we're able to get a lot more information. And overall, I think it's a pretty neat photo. So I hope you guys all enjoy the video. Please leave a comment down below. Love hearing from you. Thank you all for watching. Happy collecting, and I will see you all again very soon.